Hello everyone, welcome to the U.S. Immigration Hub. Over the past few days, a growing number of U.S. citizens and immigrants have been caught off guard by new conversations coming out of Washington around dual citizenship. For years, holding more than one nationality was rarely questioned for most Americans, but as December 2025 unfolds, that sense of quiet acceptance is beginning to change. New guidance, internal reviews, and policy discussions have raised serious questions about how dual citizenship is treated moving forward, especially for naturalized citizens, Americans living abroad, and individuals involved in immigration sponsorships or security-sensitive roles. What was once considered routine is now facing closer scrutiny, and many people are asking whether their status, travel, freedom, or legal obligations could be affected. In this video, we'll explain the latest developments around the dual citizenship crackdown being discussed in December 2025, what the government has clarified so far, how U.S. citizens and immigrants may be impacted, and what you need to understand right now. If you are liking this video, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like it so that you may get updates straight to your smartphone. Now, let's get into the video. This renewed focus on dual citizenship comes as part of a broader national security and enforcement review under the Trump administration. Federal agencies including the Department of Homeland Security and the State Department have confirmed that they are reassessing how dual nationality interacts with security clearances, immigration sponsorship, overseas voting, and long-term residence outside the United States. While the United States has never formally prohibited dual citizenship, the government has also never fully embraced it in law, and, that gray area is now being examined more closely. One of the most significant changes discussed this month involves enhanced disclosure requirements. U.S. citizens who hold another nationality may now face more detailed questioning when applying for passports, sponsoring family members for immigration benefits, or interacting with federal agencies. This does not mean dual citizenship has suddenly become illegal. However, it does mean that the government wants clearer records of who holds foreign nationality, which passports are being used, and whether any foreign obligations could conflict with U.S. law or national interests. Naturalized citizens are paying especially close attention. Over the years, many people became U.S. citizens without formally renouncing their original nationality, something that was generally tolerated. But under the new guidance being reviewed, agencies are looking more closely at whether naturalized citizens fully understood and complied with the oath of allegiance, particularly in cases involving long stays abroad, foreign military service, or participation in foreign political systems. Travel is another area where the impact is being felt. U.S. citizens who also hold foreign passports are being reminded that they are required to enter and leave the United States using a U.S. passport. In recent weeks, travelers reported increased questioning at ports of entry when officers discovered foreign passports being used inconsistently. While this rule has existed for years, enforcement appears to be tightening, especially for travelers coming from countries considered sensitive under current security policies. Dual citizenship is also intersecting with immigration sponsorship. U.S. citizens sponsoring relatives for green cards are now encountering additional questions about residence, tax filings, and long-term ties to the United States. Sponsors who primarily live abroad, pay limited U.S. taxes, or maintain stronger ties to another country may face closer review when proving domicile and financial eligibility. These checks are not new, but they are being applied more strictly as part of broader enforcement priorities. Another area drawing attention is federal employment and security clearances. Agencies have reiterated that dual citizenship can complicate eligibility for certain government roles, defense contracts, and sensitive positions. In December 2025, several departments updated internal guidance reminding employees and applicants that foreign citizenship, foreign passports, or foreign allegiances must be fully disclosed. Failure to do so can result in denial of clearance, job termination, or administrative action, even if the individual is a U.S. citizen. For Americans living abroad, the changes feel especially personal. Many dual citizens have built lives overseas while maintaining U.S. citizenship, often assuming minimal oversight. Now, agencies are reviewing compliance with tax obligations, voting eligibility, and residency declarations more carefully. While most people will not face penalties, those who have ignored filing requirements or misrepresented residents could face complications when renewing passports or sponsoring family members. It's important to be clear about what this is and what it is not. This is not a mass revocation of citizenship. There is no new law banning dual citizenship. Instead, this is a tightening of enforcement around rules that have existed quietly for decades. The Trump administration's approach focuses on clarity, documentation, and accountability, especially in areas connected to security, immigration benefits, and federal oversight. For most law-abiding citizens, the impact will be minimal, but for those with complex histories, incomplete disclosures, or inconsistent records, the consequences could be serious. As we move toward 2026, immigration experts recommend that dual citizens review their records carefully, make sure passport usage is correct, tax filings are up to date, and any interactions with immigration agencies are fully transparent. If you are sponsoring a family member, traveling frequently, or living abroad long-term, understanding how these new enforcement priorities apply to your situation is more important than ever. December 2025 marks a shift in tone from quiet tolerance to closer oversight. And while many questions remain, one thing is clear. Dual citizenship is no longer something the government is ignoring. It is being examined, documented, and enforced more carefully as part of a broader immigration and national security strategy. Staying informed and prepared will be the key to avoiding unexpected problems in the months ahead. That's all we have for this bulletin. The U.S. Immigration News Channel provides all necessary visa information and procedures for your U.S. immigration journey. It is important to understand the United States immigration processing steps, visa application requirements, processing times, forms, fees, and more. We will continue to provide all information about U.S. visitor visas such as B1 and B2, work visas such as L1A, L1B, and H1B, student visas, green cards, immigrant visas, EB1, EB2, EB3, EB4, and EB5, and family immigrant visas. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the U.S. Immigration Hub channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.